Tom Sweeney writes, with great movies like Point Break, Speed, and the Matrix movies on his record, why didn't Keanu Reeves ever transition into a legit action star after the Matrix films? I'm excited to see him take a stab at the action genre again with 47 Ronin and The Man of Tai Chi. But why didn't he ever become like, say, a Jason Statham? He definitely has the martial arts ability, and he's churned out some good action hits in his career. What do you think? Is it his acting ability, or is there more to it? Which brings me to another question. What makes a good action star? Thanks, guys. Love hearing your thoughts.
Well, when we start thinking about action stars, yeah, I mean, you want them to have some kind of physical presence, like a Schwarzenegger, Stallone, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, whatever. Jason Statham is a very, actually, deceptively physically intimidating sort of dude. And you want them to have fighting skills and stuff like that, yes. But I'm going to go on record and say I believe that the #1 most important quality for a potential action star to have, and this will go to why Keanu Reeves never actually was able to transition to becoming a legit action star, is charisma. I believe, because when you look at the great action stars, especially in our more contemporary era, you're talking about a Stallone, you're talking about an Arnold Schwarzenegger, maybe the single most charismatic human being to ever walk the face of the earth. You're talking about a Jason Statham. You're talking about a Jean-Claude Van Damme. You're talking about these guys, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, the most charismatic, electrifying personality in sports entertainment today. Okay, so you got these guys with mountains of charisma. That is just part of the action star package. When you bring that type of charisma, it can hide, and you're an action star, it covers over a multitude of sins like acting ability or whatever. Because come on, Schwarzenegger's no thespian. Jason Statham, as much as I love the dude, is never going to win an Academy Award. It's about the charisma they bring to these action roles. And let's just face it, as much as I really do like these films you listed, I really like Speed, I really like Point Break, I really like The Matrix. But that's not the face of charisma, ladies and gentlemen. That's not making me jump up and down in my seat getting excited in a movie. And I think that's just my opinion. I just think that's the reason. Not acting ability, nothing like that. I just think he's not a charismatic guy. Some of the greatest actors in the history of film weren't charismatic guys either. But I think that's why we never saw him as an action star. Schnepp, how do you see it?
Well, I think he, specifically himself, took on other roles after The Matrix. So he didn't brand himself as an action star. So it made it harder for him to become, Jason Statham is not in any other type of a film other than him beating people up, jumping off bridges, driving cars really fast.
Pure comedy in Snatch. He didn't do any action in Snatch.
All right, you got me on that one. Hey! But overall, he's an action star.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves has been in a ton of different films that have nothing to do with action. Like he's, I'm on drugs in this one film. I'm dealing with heartache in this other film. So him being an action star, and we can't forget the 2 Matrix sequels, which helped, make him not an action star just on principle alone. So, I don't think it's not a big deal that he's not well known as an action star. I think the movies that are listed are enough to be like, hey, he's been in all these insanely great super action films, which will stand the test of time. They're still doing it. So, I don't need him to be like some matinee idol.
Dennis?
I'm actually looking forward to 47 Ronin. I know, people were, skeptical because he was in it, but I actually like the trailers. I think charisma's part of it. I don't think it's his look. He's a good-looking dude.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think it's more of his delivery of his tone, and I think versatility. And I'm not saying Arnold is versatile or Jason Statham, his roles are versatile. But there is a comedic element, like you mentioned, with Jason Statham that he has, and Arnold has that as well.
Yeah.
Kindergarten Cop is hilarious.
It really is.
He's funny in True Lies, and I don't think Keanu pulls that off. He can't really do comedy. He can only do serious, and that's it.
And we've seen him try to do comedy, and that's not his bag at all.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures. Whoa!
You got me. I'll give you that one. Actually, you got me on that one.
Snapped one, can't be a one.
Oh, tiebreaker tomorrow.
If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to AMC Movie News on YouTube. It's free and a great way to stay updated with all the latest movie news, and check out our daily show, AMC Movie Talk. Also, don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter to stay in the loop for our special prizes, giveaways, and contests.